Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the What a Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the 1994 Baltimore Ravens expansion rebuild. That's right, it has many names. I've called it many different things over the few episodes we've done so far. It is what it is. You guys know the deal. We are in the 1999-2000 NFL season with the 2000 NFL draft coming up at the end of the video, and I think you guys know who's in the 2000 NFL draft. I don't have to talk about it. I've talked about it for the past couple episodes. I've gotten it wrong the past couple episodes, but that's okay. I'm stupid. We get past it. 2000 is the year. I'm super excited because we've had questions. We've had questions about Steve McNair. Air McNair, is he the future of this team? And maybe we answered that last episode because your Baltimore Ravens won the bowl last episode. That's right, we're Super Bowl champions. Can't take that away. We got to defend it. And this episode, we don't have Terrell Davis. We traded him. We shipped him off. We shipped him off to, who did we trade him to? I forget, the Eagles? No. I forget who we traded him to. It doesn't matter. He's not on the team anymore. It's Curtis Martin's team now, which for good or for better or for worse is what we have. But we've got Randy Moss, we've got Marvin Harrison, we've got Terrell Owens, we got some good players on offense, obviously Tony Gonzalez as well, the good offensive line, a good defense, back-to-back champs. I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out. Hit that like button if you go and enjoy. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. And let's do the 1999-2000 NFL season. Here is the squad for 99-2000. Obviously, we have Steve McNair, who is now a Super Bowl winning quarterback. And I think Super Bowl MVP? I don't remember. I don't remember if he was Super Bowl MVP or not. But he is the Super Bowl winning quarterback. Curtis Martin is here. I also brought in Rashaan Salam from free agency to be a backup to Curtis Martin. As you can see, I brought in Donald Driver as well. I was able to get him. So he is now a receiver for us, 24-year-old rookie out of Alcorn State. So the receiving core is getting even better. The offensive line looks really, really good. We've got Larry Allen, we've got Lincoln Kennedy, we've got Orlando Pace, we've got Krayutz, who's probably going to take over as the starter in 2000-2001, I would expect, because I don't think Tobek's going to make it. We also signed Randall McDaniel for a couple of years, just because he was a better overall. I know he's super old now, at 34 years old, and he's not going to last too much longer, but as long as he's here, we don't have to worry about that position. And then on defense, it's just an embarrassment of riches. We've got amazing talent on every single position. Brian Dawkins, Darren Schiappa. We've got Champ Bailey, who we took in the draft. We've got the Minister of Defense, Reggie White. We still are in need of replacements for these guys. Von Olahoffen and Reggie White. We need to find out replacements for these guys. We drafted Booger McFarland, but only normal development, so we'll see how he does. But we need to find a true backup plan for Reggie White, because I thought he was going to retire for the past 2 seasons, but he continues to come back. He continues to want to play football, and now he's got another championship. So he's 37 years old. I don't know how long he's going to be on the team, so we got to figure out a solution and a replacement and a backup pretty soon. But the rest of the team's looking really, really good. I'm very excited about this team, but let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the good stuff. It's time to load in the draft class. Everybody's favorite draft class. 2000. Where's the 2000 NFL draft? I don't know. I gotta find it. There it is. 2000 NFL draft. Oh, it's the best. It is the best. You got Chad Pennington. Noodle Arm Chad Pennington, as I like to call him. You got Giovanni Camazzi. You've got Chris Wedham. You got Mark Bolger. You got T. Martin. Spurgeon Wynn. Spurgeon Wynn. And then you've got the goat of all goats, Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. He's here. He doesn't do anything well. He's not physically gifted. He's a day 3 guy, and he's our future quarterback. We're going to put him on the list right now. I don't even freaking care. We're putting him on the list. I'm also going to put on my list T. Martin, because I like T. Martin. Spurgeon Wynn, because I like his name. And Giovanni Camazzi, because it's fun to say his name. So that's going to be our quarterback room. Then the running backs, we do probably need to think of a future plan along with Curtis Martin. So Jamal Lewis, Sean Alexander, Ron Dane, Big booty Ron Dane. Anybody else down the board? Probably not. Probably not. And then we go to the receiving core. You've got Peter Warwick, Plaxico Burress, shot himself in the foot if you didn't know. Travis Taylor. Let's see. Jerry Porter, Todd Pinkston. Lavernius Coles, absolutely. Who else? Dante Hall, very good player. If you're not familiar with Dante Hall, look up Dante Hall. He's very good. So we'll put him in the list as well. Who else? We got Bubba Franks at tight end. We don't really need a tight end anymore because we have Tony Gonzalez, but I could always use a backup. It's never a bad thing to get a backup quarterback. But Jeremy Shockey is going to be coming up pretty soon, so we'll keep an eye out for him. Chris Samuels at left tackle with Stalker McDougal. Stalker McDougal! I'm going to put him on there just for his name. And then that's probably it. Left guards, Michael Moore we'll put on there because he's the best one available. Center, there's not really any centers that I like. Right guards, same deal. Just not a good offensive line class in general. But that's okay. And then you got the defensive end. This could possibly be where we find our replacement for Reggie White. Courtney Brown will put on there. Sean Ellis will put on there. Let's see. Anybody else? No. What about right ends? John Abraham. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Eric Flowers will put on there. Kabir Gabaja-Biamila. Absolutely. So those could possibly be some replacements for Reggie White. I'm not saying they're not. D tackles. I'll put Corey Simon on there. I don't really want anybody else, I don't think. That's fine. I see a few names, but it is what it is. Outside linebackers, we don't really need anymore, but Julian Peterson I like. Niall Diggs, absolutely. Anybody else? LeVar Arrington. Ooh, LeVar Arrington, please give me more of him. Yes, daddy, please. Brian Urlacher, Mark Simonu. Ooh, good linebackers. Good. Paris Lennon even. Good linebackers. Yes. Keith Bullock, Ian Gold. Anybody? No. Okay, so there's some good linebackers, that's for sure. Delta O'Neal, Ahmed Plummer. We're in a pretty good spot with corners right now. We still could use some, but we've been starting to build up our corners with Charles Woodson, Champ Bailey, so we're starting to get out of the realm of not having any useful corners at all. But we're starting to get some, so it's not like we're at absolute desperation for corners, but picking up one of those two guys would be nice. Free safeties, Mike Brown, not really. And then strong safeties, yada, 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 yada. Steve Gleason I'll put on there because he's Steve Gleason. But no, nobody else. And then you got Seabass. Ooh, we have Adam Vinatieri already, but Sebastian Janikowski would not be bad. And then this also is no punters. Absolutely no punters. Right? Okay. Where are the punters? There he is. I was looking for him. There's Shane Leckler. I thought they got drafted in the same draft. Shane Leckler is also in here. I don't think we have any punters, do we? Do we have a punter on our team? I don't even know. What's our scout looking at? I need to check that too. First off, let me check the scout really quickly. What is our scouts doing best? What's the region breakdown? The region breakdown, we are focusing on left guard and center. You know what? That's not that bad, but this draft does not have that. So our national scout should probably not be focusing on that. We're going to fire you. Sorry, but not sorry. We're going to go to the region breakdown, and we're going to see the top prospects are quarterbacks, obviously. The strengths are quarterback, receiver, and corner. I'm going to go receiver corner if I can find one. We're going to fire you, Steven Bowers, just because I want to. And we're also going to fire you because I want to. So, suck it. Okay, so we need to sort this by 3-star because we need to find ourselves a decent 3-star. It doesn't look like I can find one that does multiple positions, but that's okay because we can do Kenny Ramsey and do quarterback, but is that really what we want to do? I don't know. Maybe we can find a 1-star scout that does quarterbacks. Let's do I don't even know. What do we need the most? So we've got a few quarterbacks on the board. We have couple running backs. We have a few receivers. Maybe we do receiver and just learn about all these receivers. But we have a really good receiving core, so I don't even think we need to focus on these top guys. So that's probably out of the question. We're not going to focus on offensive line. That'd just be stupid. We could do defensive line, I guess. Or maybe linebacker would be the best option. But we can't do, like, both. I might do outside linebacker. Is there one for outside linebacker? Is there a scout for outside linebacker? A 3-star? There's one for middle linebacker. I might just do that. Let's just do that. Derek Johnson, you're hired as our 3-star scout. We need to hire some 1-stars. So we'll hire a 1-star corner scout. And we'll hire a 1-star... Who else? Can't get a 1-star quarterback scout. That's okay. We'll hire a 1-star defensive end scout. Sure. Why not? Alright, so the 3-star person needs to be national. Then you can be west, sure. And you can be whatever the other one is. What is the other one? Northeast? Yeah, northeast. Alright, boom, perfect. We've got our scouts set for this season. Now we can get into some actual good stuff, which is simulation and gameplay. Alright, we're not going to jump into game number 1, but we are going to simulate it and beat the Browns. Love to see it. Get a little bit of an upgrade point for a few guys. Zach Thomas, Larry Izzo, Larry Allen. And I want to go to the legacy leaderboard, just to see where we're at right now. So we are right here with 1 Super Bowl, 1 NFC Championship. Let's see the quarterbacks. Has Steve McNair got himself up there? Jim Harbaugh's got himself at the top of the board. That's disgusting. Where's Steve McNair? There he is. He's climbing the leaderboard. I just wanted to see where he was and how we were doing. But Steve McNair's climbing the leaderboards. Maybe he's the GOAT, maybe he's not. Against the Pittsburgh Steelers, can we get the job done? I don't know. It's going to be tricky. But they're 0-1, so we should be able to handle them pretty easily. And we do 20-13. Big dubs, big dubs. Now we take on the Houston Texans. Moss gets an upgrade point. That's awesome. I think we might jump in and play the Houston Texans since they're not... I don't know. They're not technically in the league yet. So maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we shouldn't jump in. I think what we'll do is we will simulate. We will simulate the game against the Houston Texans. And we win 24-7. We are dominating the league. I'm going to simulate up to the game against the Browns because if we make the playoffs, then we obviously will jump in and play those games, but those will be at home, hopefully. So we'll see the home stadium. I don't want to see the home stadium, basically. We've seen it before. It's just M&T Bank Arena or M&T Bank Stadium, so we don't need to see that again. We've seen it plenty of times, and we'll see it again in the playoffs. So, ooh, we lose to the Bengals. Not what I expected. Maybe I was talking too much about the playoffs, and they got mad at me. But we'll jump in, we'll play the Browns, and we'll play the Oilers, because we haven't played the Oilers yet, so that'll be pretty fun. And it looks like the Cowboys finally losing Emmitt Smith has caught up to them, but they beat us by a point, so maybe I shouldn't speak. 3-2, I need to shut up, and we need to actually get some W's. So we're going to jump in, we're going to try to beat the Browns, and we're going to get a big W. We're jumping in on defense here. I don't know if I can help the team not stop a touchdown here, but I'm going to try my best. It's 1st and 10 from the 16. And they're going to hand it off to the running back. Big hit from Brian Dawkins. And Eric Metcalf got destroyed, but he holds on for a big play. Come on, boys. We got to stop a touchdown here. We can't allow it. We simply can't have it. Who is that, Chandler? Who's their quarterback? Hold on. Depth chart, Browns. It's Chris Chandler. They got Damon Huard, or Damon Huard, however say his name. He's the backup, but Chris Chandler's the quarterback. They're going to hand off to Metcalf again, and Derek Brooks stops him in his tracks. It's 3rd and 3. Get to the QB. We need pressure. We need all kinds of different things. Linebacker blitzes. Ray Lewis, get to the quarterback. It's a screen. Brian Dawkins, get to it. Brian Dawkins shuts it down. It's 4th down. Weapon X delivers the hit, and now it's 4th and 1. We got a blitz. We got to pinch the defensive line. They're going to bring a run game here, probably with Eric Metcalf, and they do it. And oh no, it's play action, but we got him anyway. They went play action on 4th and 1. I mean, to be fair, we were ready for the run anyway. So they were kind of stuffed regardless, but we were able to stop them there and not get a touchdown. And the offense not really doing much, but now we get to jump in here from the 29-yard line. 2-minute warning. We're going to see what Steve McNair's got in his bag of tricks. Where's Randy Moss? Randy Moss is one-on-one. I like those odds. I like those odds a lot, but I'm not going to go there just yet. We're going to go to Tony Gonzalez, the open man, and he will take it for a first down because all we need to do is get the first down. We got to play smart. Remember, got to play smart. Can't just feed it to Randy Moss when he's not open, especially on downs where we're not guaranteed a next play. So we'll go underneath again, this time to Terrell Owens. That was a little bit of a bad ball. Little bit of a bad ball. That's on me. Not even getting a yard. That one's kind of a waste of a down. That's okay. Because I'm going to roll out here. We're going to find Moss, and he's going to Moss everybody and really not get that many yards either. That safety played that different than what I was expecting. Ooh, 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 ooh. I see something I like over there. And I'm going to go for it. Randy Moss mossed him, but he dropped it. Got it knocked out of his hands. Could not keep it up. That was good defense. I thought we were going to have it there. We'll take our points anyway. We get the 3 points. But the Browns got 3 points to head into halftime, tie it up. And they get another field goal. They get a safety? What happened there? Something happened where they got 2 points. Probably a safety. That would make sense. And now, I don't like the run play here. I'm actually going to go change it to an audible pass, and then go to Tony Gonzalez, and he's going to fall into the end zone for a touchdown. And we are going to take this lead back. Big touchdown, Gonzalez. This is a weird score, 9-11, and the game is on the line here. Oops, we must turn the ball over. I don't really want to play on defense. So let's stop them, hopefully get the ball back. Come on, defense. They scored another touchdown. It's 9-14. What is the defense doing? Randy Moss, though. Randall Moss. The safety drops back to help, but it's one-on-one. I don't think I have it there, but I have Terrell Owens. That's a face mask. Oh, my God. He almost ripped his neck off. Sweet Jesus. Almost ripped his face. That was an insane grab. Greg Myers should be put in prison for that one. That was a nasty one. Luckily, it's a video game. Yikes. Okay, so we are going to run a post on Randy Moss. He's hopefully going to split all these defenders and take it to the house, although he's not open. He's not open, but I know who is. This might work. Oh my God. Scratch that. It will work. Tony Gonzalez just mossed the soul out of that defender. This is on All Madden, by the way. This is on Rookie. This is on All Madden. That is an insane catch. Oh my God. I just heaved that. And it worked. That deserves another look. We gotta see this again. What did I do? Because basically, I was gonna throw it right here because Tony Gonzalez all the way down the field is wide open. Like there's plenty of space here to throw this. I was just looking to take this pass, but then he runs up the field and Steve McNair throws it to him. So I was like, oh no. That's why I said this might work. And Tony Gonzalez said, forget that. This is gonna work. And Tony Gonzalez, oh my word. The fact that he held on to one-handed. Are you kidding me, Tony Gonzalez? He just goes up there, snatches it, and says, thank you. May I have another? And goes to the ground, 2 feet in, holds it. Absolutely insane. I'm stunned that he was able to hold on. And I don't even know if we're going to be able to hold on here. The defense has been Swiss cheese today. And they allow a field goal to tie the game. Man, this defense. This defense has not been good. But, Cheeks, we might be good here. Because Randy Moss is one-on-one. We got to hit him. Randy, go up and get it! So close. Can we get in the field goal range for Adam Vinatieri? It's possible. 33 seconds and 2 timeouts. It is very possible that we can get in a field goal range here. Will it happen? That's another story. Ooh. Thank you, ma'am. Held on, Randy Moss. Dragged his feet. Little toe drag swag action. And we have... Oh, they're going to booth review it. I'm pretty sure he had both feet in, so they should not overturn it, and they don't. That gets us really close to field goal range. And this play, barring anything crazy, should get us into field goal range. That's Curtis Martin. He should have the speed to get around everybody, and he does. And he gets us into field goal range with saving our timeouts. That's why we drafted Curtis Martin in, what, year 1? And then kept him instead of what's-his-face, Terrell Davis, because he's got the speed. And now all we need to do is just get a few extra yards to make it easier for Vinatieri. And then we will call a timeout and let Vinatieri kick this bad boy and win the game. I might let the CPU handle it and not let me do it because I might screw it up. So we're going to call a timeout, 3 seconds to go. And it's a 50-yard field goal. That's why I want the CPU to do this. So we're going to let it go. We made it. We win the game. It was closer than I would have imagined and I would have preferred, but that catch by Tony Gonzalez was absolutely insane. I am still in shock that he held on to it. Still in shock that he held on. Unbelievable catch from Tony G. Absolute unbelievable catch, which helped us win this game. Whew. I'm a little tired after that one. That was crazy. That was absolutely insane. All right, so we are much better now after that win. We move to the Chargers week 7. Maybe we can get a big W against the San Diego Chargers. 4-2. Please tell me we go to 5-2. And it will be, after we get through mock draft number 2, it will be lost by 3. We're coming up just so close, but we can't get the wins. We can't get the wins. We're losing games just barely. It's a little annoying, but we will go to Houston to play the Oilers. They still play it in Tennessee Stadium, if you didn't know. But we will go to Houston to play the Oilers, and we need this one to keep pace with the Steelers, because the Steelers are the next team that we play, and they're 4-2, we're 4-3, so we need to win this game. Okay, we're jumping in here against the Houston Oilers to try to help our team, our boys, get a W, because we need it. We need to win this game to keep pace with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and to be fair, we're the defending champs, so we need to win a lot of games to prove that it wasn't a fluke that we won this game, and I pressed the wrong button, basically. I forgot which button I was using on the controller, and that's why I looked down for a second, and I still pressed the wrong button. I wanted X there for the whole time, and I pressed B on accident. Ooh, I gotta roll out here. And now I can probably find X, although McNair didn't have the throw on the run ability that I needed there. So 2 back-to-back kind of frustrating plays, but that's okay, because we got verticals, and we got a lot of talented players that can run verticals. Like this man, Tony Gonzalez, who just keeps making crazy plays. Tony Gonzalez is the greatest of all time. Oh my God, he can't be stopped. He cannot be stopped. He's a god. He is a literal god. And that's going to be roughing the passer as Terrell Owens makes the catch there and fights forward. That's going to be a nice old roughing the passer, so give me at the 1-yard line, please. I baited you into that one. I am the master baiter. I totally baited you into that one. And now we're not the 1, but we're at the 3. And this is going to be a quick snap, throw, Randy Moss, touchdown. Good drive. It started a little iffy, a little shaky, but it was a good drive in the end. Tony Gonzalez, a main part of that. Oilers put up 3, and we put up another touchdown. Love to see it. Oilers, another field goal, and they're driving again. It's 4th down. 2-minute warning coming up. Fun fact, if you didn't know, Peyton Manning playing for the Oilers. They drafted him, if you didn't remember. And I need to change his jersey number. I didn't realize he wasn't wearing number 18. He's wearing number 15, which is not Peyton Manning's number. They put up a touchdown there. That's kind of icky. Kind of disgusting, and we turn the ball over, but we get another touchdown. It's 20-20. Not a good year. 23-20. Man, we are getting diced up by Manning. I don't like it. Maybe Peyton Manning is the OG. He's the GOAT. 30-20, down by 10, late in this game, and there's only one man that can save us, and it's Aaron McNair. He fumbled, but it's out. That was out of bounds. That ball 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 was out of bounds. Oh my God. Oh my God. That ball was out of bounds. That is out of bounds. It touched the white. It touched the white. The ball falls. And it bounces. It clearly bounces off the white. And it rolls back in. That is an out of bounds ball. Come on. What are we doing here? Oh no, they counted that as a fumble. I can't believe it. I'm honestly stunned. And Peyton just put up another touchdown. Oh, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. 4 turnovers for the Baltimore Ravens. It should be 3. That should not be a turnover. I will die on that hill that was not a fumble. Oh God, he just jumped over he just blocked, like he didn't get blocked. I was hoping that screen would work. I mean, it did. We got a few yards out of it, but that was not what I expected the screen to do. I thought I would actually get some nice blocks, but I guess I didn't. I can't believe they called that a fumble. That is the craziest call I've ever seen, or no call, I guess. Oh, that's a whip route that I wasn't expecting. I should have looked at the route more. I thought he was going to run an in route. It was not the route I was expecting at all. That's okay. It still worked. And I got to throw that a little sooner than I wanted to. Tony Gonzalez is a beast. He's the best, dude. He's catching everything. He is absolutely catching everything. I haven't thrown to Randy Moss in a little bit. I'm feeling a little generous to my GOAT, Randall Moss. That's what we do. We score touchdowns with Randy Moss. Big boy. But this Peyton Manning-led offense is cooking us. Oh my God, they put up more touchdowns. Peyton Manning destroyed us. He was surgical in this game, and we lose. So we can't keep pace with the Steelers unless they lose too, I guess. Tony Gonzalez continues to make crazy catches. And Randy Moss and Terrell Owens are continuing to be very good players, as you would expect. But Peyton Manning... Oh, that was Todd Collins. Wait, what the heck? I saw Peyton Manning on the list when I loaded it. Is he not on the... He's on the Oilers. He might not be starting yet, I guess. So it wasn't even the Peyton Manning-led Oilers that beat us. Well, now I feel even worse. I was like, oh, okay, if we lost to the Oilers, at least they had Peyton Manning. We didn't just get killed by the Oilers for nothing. But they didn't have Peyton Manning. I gotta go check the roster. See if there's any white boys on my roster. All right, let's go check out NFL rosters. We're 4-4. The Steelers did lose, by the way. Houston Oilers quarterbacks. They do have Peyton Manning, but he's not starting for some reason because Todd Collins is 88 overall, and he doesn't even have the right number. So Peyton, I do in fact need to change your number. No, stay a quarterback. You're not athletic enough. There you go. Number 18. That feels a lot better. There we go. There we go. Now we're good. Now we are good. All right, big one against the Steelers. Get me a W. Get me a W. One of these bad boys. It's a loss. It's one of these bad boys. That's not what I wanted. That's absolutely not what I wanted. The defending Super Bowl champions might not even make the postseason. Was it a fluke? Are we frauds? Are we fraudulent? Oh no. I don't want to be fraudulent. I'm going to scout Tom Brady. I'm going to scout Sean Alexander. And I'm going to scout John Abraham. Those are going to be the 3 boyos that we scout. And we are going to continue to simulate. Although, hold up. Wait a minute. Draft picks. Draft pick capital. We have 2 first-round picks, 18 and 28 because Buffalo. We have 2 second-round picks, 2 third-round picks, 2 fourth-round picks. We are loaded. So we need to hope that those picks go higher. And they could if we continue to lose, I guess. But I don't think we're going to be defending our crown anytime soon. We get a big win against the Panthers. But the Panthers are also a relocation or a expansion team, so they suck. Along with the Jaguars, who are getting better, to be fair. But we still beat them. All right, we're still getting some big W's. We will jump in and play the Falcons, though. We will jump in and play the Falcons. Because we haven't seen Mercedes-Benz Stadium in this old school era. And we have jumped the Steelers. We lead the division. So there's still a possibility. There's still hope that we could win this division and make the playoffs and defend our championship truly. But we got to get through the Atlanta Falcons first. We are going to jump in on offense here in the red zone at the 8. So it's a great time to jump in. That's for sure. And we are going to try to punch this one. It looks like Atlanta had a turnover to give us this spot. And we're going to give it to Curtis Martin, who's going to fall down at the 1. I thought he was going to get on the first carry. But he might get it here. We're going to give it to him again. Decent enough blocks, and Curtis Martin walks right into the end zone for a Raven touchdown to give us a big early lead. And it looks like the Falcons turned it over again. They do. They have 2 turnovers in this game in the first quarter. The first, 2 minutes of the quarter. Randy Moss! I think I threw it a little bit too early. I couldn't see exactly where he was. And so that was a little bit bad on my part. A little bit miscommunication. But it's okay. 10-7, Falcons went down the field finally without turning over the football. And they were able to score. So Curtis Martin's able to get up to the first down marker. Nice. Red zone, shallow cross. Owens could be open here if the safety doesn't help. The safety did help, but Randy Moss is open enough, and he got it down to the 2. I probably should have caught that on the run and had a chance to run in for a touchdown. That might have been smarter. But I don't do things smart, do I? I screwed that up. I was going to... The plan the whole time was to scramble, but then I saw that guy coming off the edge unblocked, and I panicked and threw it, and that's what happened. But we'll throw it here. Touchdown, Randy Moss. Big boy. Big boy. Yeah, tell him. Tell him, Randy. Where's the noise now? 17-7. It's now a field goal. 17-10. 2-minute drill. We'll let the CPU handle a little bit of the game. And they put in another touchdown. Love to see it. And we're driving down again. 4th down, we turn the ball back over. Falcons are a capable team, even though they are 4-7 on the year. And they had 2 turnovers to start the game. They've tied it. And they've taken the lead. The Atlanta Falcons have had, what, 20 unanswered points or something like that? Maybe not 20, but they've had some crazy unanswered points here. Maybe 14 unanswered points, 17 unanswered points. Something crazy. I'm going to have to roll out of this pocket. I'm going to send Curtis Martin down the field, user playmaker, and it works to perfection. Because I am a genius, if you didn't already know. 24-27. We got plenty of time. We got all our timeouts, so we don't have to worry at all. Send a user playmaker again, Tony Gonzalez. He rolls up the field. He's got himself a huge play. And we will go with a little bit of a smash. We're going to smash him. I'm actually going to step up and run with Steve McNair. That guy fell down. He gives me an open lane. Thank you very much for falling down, because I was going to have to not probably get a first down there. But we were able to do it because he fell over. And now we got 2 minutes to go. Plenty of time. All of our timeouts. And we're right on the cusp. Curtis Martin hands it off, or we hand it off to Curtis Martin. He gets a nice gain. We will flip and run it again with Curtis Martin. Because why the F not? If it worked on one side, it'll work on the other. And I guess I was wrong. It didn't. We got to kill a couple yards, but nothing crazy. Curtis Martin is in the zone now. He's got trust, so he can't fumble. So we're going to go out of the backfield to Curtis. He's going to make a man miss. Oh, Curtis Martin! Getting a little saucy. Getting a little saucy with it. We'll go with a stick play. Stick. And then Martin out of the backfield again. This is the Curtis Martin drive. It was the Curtis Martin drive. He was wide open every single time. And he gets a receiving touchdown to give us the lead back. And we are going to try and not allow the Falcons to do anything. They have an X-Factor quarterback. Who's their X-Factor quarterback? Hold on. It is Jeff George. They have Jeff George as their X-Factor quarterback. He's going to throw, but he throws a pick to Champ Bailey. He threw a pick to Champ Bailey. What are you doing, Jeff George? That's ball game. Champ Bailey intercepts Jeff George and wins the Baltimore Ravens the game. Boom. That's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. We come away with a big victory. That was looking a little dicey there for a second. I thought that the Falcons, they had such a dominant fourth quarter. I thought they were going to come away with the victory there, but we were able to hold on, and especially the big Champ Bailey pick to end the game, and that huge Curtis Martin drive to score the touchdown. That was a good combination of plays to win us that ball game. Another big victory. Now we go and have a couple more games of simulation, trying to get ourselves further ahead of the Pittsburgh Steelers, but if they keep pace with us, it's going to look a little ugly. We take on the Colts, and then we take on the Saints and Bucks. Colts are good. Can we get a sneaky upset victory here? No, that's brutal. I just don't think we're that good of a team this year. It's not seeming like we are. It's not seeming like we are that good of a team. Against the 10-3 Saints, this is going to be tough. If we couldn't beat the Colts, I don't think we can beat the Saints. And, of course, we can beat the Saints, who were a 10-win football team. Now we play the Buccaneers. And Tampa will lose. There we go. 9-6. I don't think that's clinched a playoff spot. I think we need to play these games here and win them. Yeah, we haven't clinched a playoff spot just yet. And we haven't clinched the division just yet either. We need to win these games, especially against a bad Bengals team. Come on, get a W. Get a W. There's a big victory. Has that clinched at least a playoff spot? A 10-win team? A 10-win team and division! The Steelers must have lost. They did. Yes, we're going to have a chance to defend our championship. We are going to have a chance to defend our championship. And now, since we're going to be playing in the playoffs, I was going to jump in and play this game against the Dolphins, but we will simulate it because it doesn't matter at this point, and we can jump in and play the playoff games. We won it anyway, so that's nice. And we got one last hurrah. Oh, no. A veteran player. Who's going to retire after the season? No, wait. Oh my God. I thought it was Steve McNair for a second. I read that completely wrong. It's Reggie White. Okay, it's Reggie White. I thought Steve McNair was retired. I was like, what? But Reggie White is going to retire after the year, so we have a chance to get him one more championship. We're taking on the 11-6 Raiders. I think they were still LA at this point. Yeah, they're still LA at this point. They don't move to Oakland until the 2000s. All right, so we got a playoff game against the Steelers, or against the Raiders, but let's take a look at the stats on this. That gave me a little bit of a heart attack for a second. I thought that was Steve McNair. Okay, so speaking of, Steve McNair had a 3,900-yard season with 27 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Very good year. Very good year from McNair. Curtis Martin, in his first year as a starter, had 1,300 yards and 12 touchdowns. Marvin Harrison, 1,200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Gonzalez had 900 yards and 7 touchdowns. Randy Moss, 700 yards, 8 touchdowns. And Terrell Owens, 600 yards, 5 touchdowns. Defensively, 132 tackles from Ray Lewis. No surprise there. Zach Thomas, 94. Derek Brooks, 91. Barber had 82. Woodson, 80. Shopper had 78. Dawkins had 70. Tackle for loss leader was the veteran, the Hall of Famer, the greatest of all time, Reggie White. 15 tackles for loss for Derek Brooks. 9 for Von Olahoffen. And McFarland, as a rookie, had 8. Okay. 12.5 sacks for Reggie. Man, he went down to the wire. Like, his last snaps, he was putting up numbers. 12.5 sacks for him, 8 for Derek Brooks, 6 for Taylor, 5.5 for Izzo, 5 for Thomas, 4.5 for the rookie McFarland. Pretty good. Ray Lewis had 3.5. And the pick leader pick was Sharper with 3, 2 for Rondé Barber, Champ Bailey, and Charles Woodson. We saw one of Champ Bailey's. And then 1 for Brooks, Thomas, Ray Lewis, and Brian Dawkins. Okay, and Vinatieri, 24 for 26, and 44 for 45. All right, so that is where the stats go for season, whatever this is, the 99-2000 season. But now it's time to jump in and try to defend our Super Bowl championship. We're going to jump in here, down 3-0 against the LA Raiders, and try to get this W in the playoffs and move on. It's going to be tough, but Randy Moss is open right there, and that's a big touchdown he holds on. I thought he was going to drop that for a second on contact, but Randy Moss, big playoff touchdown. He's probably going to have a lot of those in his career. That's just a little bit of a hot take, I'll say. A little bit of a bold statement. 14-3 against the Raiders. Late second quarter, they put up another field goal. We'll let the CPU handle this drive, but then we'll get down to the 2-minute, or down to the red zone, and we'll jump in here. I'm liking Tony Gonzalez or Terrell Owens. Tony G! He held on. He's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. He's the best receiving tight end of all time. There's what? Are you kidding me? I put that ball in a tight window, and he plucked it. Pluck! Right out. Crazy. He's made so many catches today that I can't even begin to comprehend them all. 21-13. From the 5-yard line, we have a chance to punch it in and go back up by 2 touchdowns. We're going to give this one to Curtis Martin. 1,300-yard regular season, and he will have himself a touchdown. He put his shoulder down and ran through some people there. Carried some people to the end zone, and he puts another touchdown on the board for us. But the defense is Swiss cheese, man. We can't hold on. The Raiders are moving the ball down the field every single time. Marvin Harrison, this is the play that Randy Moss scored on a bunch of times last episode. But he's not out there for this one. Or at least he's not running the route that he scored on. I screwed that up. I panicked and did not press the button. So that's on me. That one's on me. But we stop him finally, which is nice. Didn't allow the Raiders to do anything on that drive. 3rd and 1, a minute 39 to go. They're probably going to use their last timeout here regardless of what happens. But Curtis Martin will get the first down and more. Huge. And they use their final timeout. Huge run from Curtis Martin there to keep the drive alive and to make them use their last timeout. We just need to end the game, and we do. We move on to the divisional round of the playoffs. Jim Drunken Miller was the quarterback of the Raiders, who we were going up against. But we don't care, because he's out of the playoffs. We booted him. Booted. And the game crashed. Okay, I will force win that game, and I'll be back. All right, so I had a little bit of an issue where the autosave didn't load. It would just go back to the thing. So luckily, I was able to load in the actual file, the season file, and I just had to recreate the season. I'm not sure what our record was. I don't remember. Did we go 11-6 or did we go 12-5? I don't remember. We go 11-6 this time. We didn't play the Raiders this time, but we played the Chiefs. I forced win the wild card game because we did win. We saw that we won the wild card game. So now we're here. It's a little frustrating, but it's Madden 22 with mods. It was bound on PC for sure. So it's bound to have a couple crashes, and then when it crashes, things don't work and stuff. But I am going to not do that. I'm going to make sure that I save at the divisional round so that we stay right here instead. If it does crash, I don't have to recreate it again because that took a long time. So we're back, and hopefully we can win this game. So unfortunately, the stats aren't the same, and the records aren't the same, but that's what happens. Madden crashed. I couldn't control it. So we're here now, and we're trying to beat the Indianapolis Colts in the divisional round of the playoffs. We're both 11-6. Let's go see if we can get it done. We are playing on the road in Lucas Oil, down by 7 with the threat of going down by 2 scores against the Indianapolis Colts with Marshall Faulk as the running back here. Reggie White, remember, he's retiring after the season. Actually, I don't know if he is retiring anymore. Oh, that's a fumble. That ball's out. Darren Sharper picks it up. Go, Darren Sharper, go. Okay, that's huge. I don't know who forced the fumble, but Sharper picks it up. I don't know if Reggie White's going to retire now because I didn't pay attention. I just simulated the season. I didn't pay attention to see if we got that moment. So he might not be retiring. Maybe we can get away with that and have him for another season. That would be really awesome. But I guess we'll find out after this postseason's over. Snap, handoff to Curtis Faulk, and Curtis Faulk, what? Curtis Martin. Curtis Faulk is not a real person. That's a combination of both the names. Because I'm stupid. All right. Down by 7. 2-minute warning's coming. I'm going to go one-on-one. Terrell Owens. Trust him. Just knocked out of the hands. Just knocked out of the hands. So this way we go Tony Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez doesn't drop these. Although he's not going to get an opportunity to. Maybe he will. I'm going to run it. McNair, get the first down, Steve. Drop the shoulder. Down at the 6. 1st and goal. Steve McNair gets it done with his legs. Now what do? We go quick slants. 2-minute warning comes in. We're going to go quick slants. And we are going to... Or maybe not quick slants. We're going to go stick. Steve. And we're going to hopefully have a touchdown here. Tie the game back up. Fire it in. That's Randy Moss. That always works. It's Randy Moss. You can always trust him. That's another playoff touchdown for him. 2-minute drill. Let the CPU handle it. We go into the half 7-7. Defense is kind of getting diced up here, but we hold on. We get a touchdown. 14-7. We're into the fourth quarter now with the Colts threatening for another touchdown at the 11. Not sure who their quarterback is. Oh, Larry Izzo forces the sack. Good job, Larry Izzo. He got to the quarterback very quickly. And Larry Izzo will force a 2nd and 19. Who is this quarterback, by the way? Depth charts. It is Matt Hasselbeck. Matt Hasselbeck is the quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts. Okay. And he's trying to get this team to the AFC title game. But we're trying to get back to the AFC title game for the 2nd straight year. And he's going nowhere. Marshall Faulk going absolutely zitch. There we go. 3rd and 20. 14-7. It is a deep, deep play. They hand it off to Falk again. He's going nowhere again. Larry Izzo shuts it down, and it's 4th and 22. They lost yards on 3 straight plays, and they will kick a field goal to make it 14-10. I should have skipped out of this, but I clicked the button too fast. And they will, right down the middle, have it. So it's 14-10. That was a huge defensive drive, though. Absolutely massive defensive drive. Absolutely what we needed. And we just need to hold on and make them use their timeouts and score a touchdown to win the game. Or do that. That works too. We hold on for the W. 14-10. The Ravens are moving on to the AFC title game for the 2nd straight year with a chance to defend our championship. And it crashed again. God, Madden, stop it! All right, luckily I saved it there so I can just force win the game again. Okay, so we're running into a little bit of issue now. We are running into a little bit of an issue. I didn't get a backup file for the Ravens, which I should have. I was stupid not doing that. I should have made a backup file. But now, every time I go in, even with the one that was working, the one that I got in the last time, when it crashed the first time, it just says that. And the autosave file does the exact same thing. So I think the Ravens are done. I think the Baltimore Ravens is over. I can't fix this. I don't know why it's crashing all of a sudden. It hasn't crashed this entire series, and now all of a sudden it starts to crash. So I don't know. I guess if you guys know any way to fix it. I didn't create a backup file. As you can see, the autosave for the 94 season is the 94 season. So I'd have to re-simulate the entirety up until 99 where we were. I don't know why it's crashing, but I can't get into it at all. It just does this. So, unfortunately, we can't defend our championship because it looks like Baltimore is going to be done. We might have to start up another one with another team, but there's not much I can do about it unless you guys have any other suggestions or have any suggestions for how to fix it, because I have absolutely no idea. So that kind of sucks. Kind of a depressing way to end this video, especially because this video was like super exciting with the big catches from Tony Gonzalez and the big plays from Terrell Owens and Randy Moss and Steve McNair. They were making big plays during the games and stuff, but unfortunately, unless there's a way to fix it that I don't know about, but I doubt, that's probably going to be the end of the Baltimore Ravens, and we'll have to pick up somewhere else, and then I'll have to create a backup file, hopefully that will save it. But yeah, that's going to do it for the video, I guess. We're not going to be able to get to the offseason, and of course, it was the offseason that had Tom Brady in it. that makes total sense. But it is what it is. That's what happens when you're playing Madden 22, which was notorious for being a bad game, and you add a mod to it, it's gonna crash. It's gonna do that stuff to it. So sucks, but that's just the way things go sometimes. So if you guys have any suggestions on how to possibly fix this, let me know down below in the comments. I'll try to look up some things as well, see if I can fix it. But other than that, yeah, that's the end of the Ravens, and the next 1994 video you see could either be a rebuild or it could be a start of a new series. So thanks so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed, for some reason, leave a like, hit the like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.